Well, good morning, sports fans. This here's One Trucker's Wisdom. And actually, on this channel, I'm the Crypto Trucker. Now, to begin with, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And remember this, I am not a financial advisor. That's my brother. I'm not a doctor. I don't even play one on TV. This channel is strictly for entertainment only. You must do your own research. I hope that this channel is entertaining and informative. But don't base any of your decisions on anything that I may have said here. Because like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. That's my brother. And he's a good one. However, most of you out there who have reached my age bracket, let's just say in the 60s, are not really all that well versed on crypto. And frankly, neither am I. Neither am I. However, I am well versed on a lot of things. And I have decided now to immerse myself in cryptocurrencies. I'm out there learning everything that I possibly can simply because anybody out there right now, cryptocurrency is coming. And it's like anything else. When you were a child, you first had a trike. And then you had a bicycle. And that bicycle had training wheels on it. And as time went on, you learned how to ride that bike without the training wheels. Even though you probably could have rode that bike for quite some time before your mother or father took those training wheels off your bike. What I want to do for the community that is in my age bracket, or even for young people, doesn't matter, whoever wants to listen to this, is that I want people out there to hear about cryptocurrency from a peer, somebody in their age bracket, so they're not afraid of it. I know there's been lots of people, they talk about, what if the internet goes down? Well, let me tell you something, and that's always a possibility. I've always said there's a possibility it could go down. It may go down for a day, could go down for 2 weeks, could go down for 2 months, who knows? But here's the whole thing in a nutshell. Do you think you're going to be able to get money out of your bank or your ATM card or anything else if the internet goes down? Hell, you won't even be able to put gas in your car. You ain't going to need money no how, because you're not going to be able to buy any groceries. In a situation like that, that's when bartering comes into focus. Okay, and unless you've got some hard assets like gold or silver or something like that, or in my opinion, the things that, you can't eat gold, you're not going to be able to eat silver. Now, there'll be some reasons to be able to trade it and all that kind of stuff. However, the military always talks about boots, beans, and bullets. That's the three things that keep the military moving. Food, ammo, and clothing. Now, no matter what kind of a situation you're in, let's say like what do they call that? Mel Gibson and Thunderdome and all that kind of stuff. Bullets. There's actually a book, a series of books I read called Deathlands. If you ever get a chance to read it, it's actually really entertaining. And the way the author put the books together, it really doesn't matter if you read the first one or the last one or start in the middle, because they all have a certain way about the way they're built that you don't get lost because you didn't read the first one. And that's kind of getting off track. But what I'm talking about, in a society, apocalyptic type of society, food, bullets, clothing will become currency, maybe even water. Because those will be things that you can actually trade to get something that you need that you don't have if you have those things. Okay. So if the internet goes down, for a lot of you people who are afraid of cryptocurrency because you're afraid the internet's going to go down, blah, 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 think about this. If it goes down, you ain't going to Wells Fargo and getting any money. They don't have any written balance sheets down there, okay? It ain't like 1890 when you walked in the bank and they had it all written down in a little book how much Mary Jo had in the bank, okay? So eliminate that particular reason why you're not getting into crypto at all. The other reason is you're sitting here, you're thinking to yourself, well, I'm too damn old. Let me tell you something. If you don't know anything about it, all you got to do is study. There's some platforms out there like Crypto.net, and full disclosure, I have Crypto.com. I also have Coinbase. I have Genesis. I have about 9 or 10 wallets. That's because I wanted to see all the different types of, how they work. But I think for a beginner that doesn't know anything about crypto, first thing you want to do is do your own research. But I think Crypto.com, even though there's a lot of people out there who will tell you they don't like crypto, the crypto purists will sit there and tell you, if it's not your keys, it's not your currency. Well, Crypto.com and Coinbase, those two platforms are kind of like where crypto meets a bank. Okay? And once you learn how to use them, it's similar to using a damn bank. And I also, for my what I call my hard wallet or cold wallet, I use Trezor, and I have that linked together with Exodus, which is another, I think, is a really good platform. Now I'd stay away from Binance because of the fact that Binance USA is shut down, and I'd stay away from certain other DeFi platforms because you know how our government is. Anytime they feel like there's something's getting out of their control, they decide they want to reel it in and control it. Well, like anything else the government does, that always takes about 10 years for them to get around actually doing something that can be truly effective. But you have a lot of people out there involved in cryptocurrency who are brilliant. Michael Saylor comes to mind. I think he's brilliant as an investor. That's MicroStrategy. You can go look that one up on your, in the market. I actually, as a disclosure, I actually own some shares in MicroStrategy. Of course, I also own some at Google. I also own some at Amazon. I also own some in companies people who own those companies I despise. Okay, I shouldn't say despise. That's a harsh word. You see, my problem with let's take about Facebook. All right. Now, Facebook thinks they're going to get into cryptocurrencies. But you know something? I don't think that's going to work for them because in order to be part of the crypto family, more or less, people got to trust you. You think you're going to trust Mark Zuckerberg with billions or millions or thousands and thousands of your hard-earned money in a Facebook crypto exchange? When they sit there and they sell your information all the time, I mean, there's a real trust factor right there, okay? And even PayPal, which I use. And the one thing, PayPal's kind of getting into the Bitcoin thing. One thing I like about the fact that platforms like Cash App and PayPal are going to get into Bitcoin and get into cryptocurrencies is because then I can sit there and I can exchange money from, let's say from my Exodus wallet. I can take cryptocurrency from my Exodus wallet and I can transfer that to PayPal and put that on my account in PayPal and literally use that. Like if you got a PayPal credit card, you can use that just like regular fiat money. You see, the dollar is always going to be around, but it's going to take better rails to move it around. What I mean by that is there's going to have to be better platforms because there's always going to have to be some sort of an exchange between crypto and fiat currency. There's has to be for you to walk into the store until everybody starts using some form of crypto. Let's say you want to go in a grocery store. Well, most grocery stores are not going to take crypto. They will, however, take a Visa card. They'll take your PayPal card. They'll take even Cash App. Some of them. And here's another thing about Crypto.com. Okay, which I really like. I like their platform. I mean, for somebody that doesn't know a lot of stuff about it, which I don't. I'm putting these videos out because I'm going to learn every day, and I want you to learn what I'm learning. And of course, I'll try to keep politics out of this, but I just want to educate as many people as I possibly can that wouldn't even think about getting involved in crypto, because right now with inflation and the way our government is printing money, every dollar that you got in your bank is losing value every day. When they sit in there, when they want to print this bill they got coming out, what, $3 trillion? They have how much money they printed in the last 14 or 15 years? I can't remember exactly how much it is, but it's like $13 trillion that they have put into the market. The Federal Reserve, which is neither federal or a reserve. But to get back to Crypto.com, because they actually have a credit card that you can get through their service. If you have to dig into it, learn how to do it. There's a YouTube channel called Coin Bureau that if you go to his channel and find out, he talks about Crypto.com and how to get a Crypto.com credit card. I have one, and it's a great way to transfer some of your crypto onto your Crypto.com credit card, and then it becomes fiat currency like when you go to the store. It'll like if you got, let's say you put X amount of Bitcoin. Of course, most of us out here don't have. See, Bitcoin right now is at, what is it, $49,000 a coin. Okay, at least that's what it was a little while ago. It's like 49.6. Well, I don't have one Bitcoin. I have some Bitcoin, but I don't have one Bitcoin. But it translates. So whenever you take, let's say you're going to take 0.005. Let's see, 0.002, I believe Bitcoin is around $2,000. So if you were to take 0.002 of your Bitcoin account and you put it on your Crypto.com Visa card, you have $2,000. It's called loading up your Visa card. It's almost like, it's not like they're giving you $6,000, like Wells Fargo, you got a $10,000 credit limit. No, you have to actually this is like a debit card. You basically got to put money on it, through your crypto account. But if you get a chance, like I said, I have Coinbase and I also have Crypto.com, and I actually like using Crypto.com's platform a lot more. Now, I use my Coinbase account. Basically, I put money into my Coinbase account. It's like a savings account. I don't touch it. I don't move it around. And I just slowly every week put more and more money on different coins that I have in Coinbase. And I never pull any of that money out or transfer it anywhere or anything else. I just leave it right there. And then when I want to really bury my money, see, when I'm using Crypto.com, whenever Crypto.com, the money that's on that platform gets up to a certain level, then I just take half of every coin I've got and move it off of that platform onto Exodus. And it just sits there. That goes on my Trezor wallet, which basically is what's called a cold wallet. It's not connected to the internet. Nobody can attach it. They can't get to it, etc., etc. It sits in a little box in my safe, a little tiny. It's called a Trezor T1 or whatever the hell it is. But anyway, this is just a little tiny thing. You want to put it someplace. So anyway, there's a lot to learn on that. You guys need to look up about Trezor, about their seed phrases. There's a whole lot of stuff we'll go into in overtime. But for right now, I just want to talk to you, people that actually listen to my channel, and I want you to kind of get the idea. If you're not into crypto at all at this point in time, I want you to take the time, at least research it. Because this could be life-changing money for a lot of people. And I truly believe in it. But like I said, I'm not going to tell you what to buy. I'll tell you what I buy. I am not a financial advisor. That's my brother. And that is a fact. He is a financial advisor. And he's a CPA. And he's a damn good one. But anyway, enough on that part. I just want to talk about a few other things. A lot of times when I listen to some of these analysts that when they're talking about crypto, and there's a lot you can learn from all these guys because their hearts are in the right place. The guy who created Cardano, who used to work for Ethereum. Ethereum's another, big cryptocurrency. Right now it's worth around a little over $3,000 a coin. But Cardano, this guy's heart is in the right place. He's one of those kind of guys that, down in the hood they call it keeping it real. For me, I call it pure intent. In other words, he's one of these guys that can't be bought. And I really believe in that man and his projects. I mean, I don't agree with his politics a lot, but I believe that he believes he's doing the right thing. And a lot of the stuff he's doing in the crypto sphere, trying to make it to where, you see, one of the things I really like about digital currency is that anybody with a cell phone, no matter where they are, if they've got cell service and there's internet, they can have access to an account. Like I've said before, if you're in the middle of Nigeria or Zimbabwe or any place else and you're poor, it doesn't matter. It's not like you got to go out and buy one whole Bitcoin that's $49,000. You can buy one little tiny piece of Bitcoin. It's just like some of these apps like Robinhood and some of these investor apps that you see, which I think Robinhood is a scam personally, but that's just my personal opinion. Not necessarily a scam, but they kind of work here. There's people that think Crypto.com is kind of a scam because of some of their fees. But you pay fees at the bank, right? But like I was saying, Crypto.com is one of the platforms you can use to get into crypto. It will teach you. It's that bicycle with training wheels on it. And later on, the more you learn, the more knowledge you gain, like I said, then you can pull those training wheels off and use different platforms. But the one thing, like I was getting back to the guy that put together Cardano, I can't even think of his name right now for some reason. But this guy is pure intent. He hasn't let them sit there like when he was building his platform, when he was building all the blockchain that he uses. Everybody was saying, well, why don't you just use the Casper blockchain from Ethereum? No, because he had worked with Ethereum before. No, he wanted to do it step by step by step, even if it took years to get it right. He wanted it to be right. So when he rolls everything out that they're about to roll out, I think it's going to go off the dog chain. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not a fanboy by any means or stretch of imagination, but I know when somebody believes in the product they're putting out there. I know when somebody believes in what they're doing, and I know it's not, this guy isn't just doing it for profit. He's really trying to help people. He believes in paying it forward. And that's why I believe in it. And that's why I have quite a bit of my crypto in Cardano. Because I believe in the product and I believe in the man behind the product. Now I believe in Ethereum, but the guy who created Ethereum needs to eat a sandwich. I'm going to tell you, he's a smart kid, but when you listen to him talk, he sounds like a damn robot. And he's from Russia. I mean, he came to Canada when he was 6 years old, but he himself, you can listen to the way, when he talks, he wants better things for people. Your ability to access, banking systems, not banking systems, but to be involved, to have, the crypto. The one thing crypto does, it levels the playing field for everybody. Sure, there are going to be people who are going to manipulate the market, but they're not going to be able to manipulate it like they can the stock market. They're not going to be able to. You see, that's the one thing that a lot of these people are pissed off about, the Army of the Apes. Now, I don't know that much about the Army of the Apes. All I know is they bought a lot of stocks that, like in AMC and, different movie theaters and stuff like that. And they really got these hedge fund guys over a barrel because they won't sell this stock. and they're just holding it. And that's the one thing about crypto. Okay? If you're going to get crypto, you should hold it. In the crypto verse, they call it HODL. All right? There's a lot of terms, like KYC means know your customer. Okay? And FUD is kind of like shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really getting into this. I mean, I have enjoyed it. It's like playing chess with money. It makes your brain work. And I'm out here on this road every day. Man, I got 12 to 14 hours every flipping day to study every nuanced thing that I can about this particular sphere. And I'm going to I'm going to learn as much as I can, and I'm going to put what I think out here. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. That's my brother. Hey, and brother, if you're out there, I miss you. But anyway, but like I was saying earlier, one of the guys that I listen to, he's kind of does a really good job. I think he's one of the best guys at explaining crypto out there. There's two guys, like I said, the Coin Bureau guy I really like, and this other guy I can't think of his name, but I might put a link in the description box, pull up one of his videos so you can listen to him. But a lot of these people, and I don't want to bash on this guy, but a lot of these people seem to think that Elon Musk is a genius. Elon Musk is kind of like Joe Biden. He's a sock puppet. And I don't mean he's not as bad as Biden in that regard. Okay? But he's a front man. Everybody thinks Mark Zuckerberg is a flippin' genius because he built Facebook. He didn't build Facebook. That was DARPA. Okay? Our defense, they gave him, the day, they had an operation called LifeLog. And the day LifeLog ended was the day that Facebook began. And Zuckerberg, a 19-year-old kid at some freaking college, didn't create that. All right? So when I hear a lot of these people who are into crypto and they're talking about how Elon Musk is a genius. No. Elon Musk is a front man for whoever the geniuses are behind him. Okay? Mark Zuckerberg is a front man for whomever the people are pulling his strings. Jack Dorsey, who I put on a better level than those guys as far as brains are concerned. But even then, he's just a front guy. That's Nimrod Dorsey, I call him. So if you hear these people giving you advice, you're not hearing them giving you advice. You're hearing somebody else who gave them advice because they're sock puppets. All right? That's why I always say do your own research. And that's why some of these people that I listen to that are propping these guys up, it's kind of a little bit irritating because of the fact that you have bought into the facade, even though you're so skeptical about everything that goes on in crypto, but you're not skeptical about these guys. I mean, that's just I'm not going to get into politics, but that's just my opinion along those lines. Pichai over at Google, now I believe there are some serious geniuses at Google. I don't agree what they've done. I think they've sold this country out in a lot of ways. But there are some serious geniuses at Google. I will agree with that. The guy that runs Oracle, pretty sharp. But anyway, every now and then, like when I'm talking about crypto, I'll kind of go off on a little bit of a rant and just tell you what I think, because I know there's going to be times that if anybody's listening to my channel probably looks at the world similar to the way I do, you're going to hear some of these guys that I have told you that I think are very, very, very astute when it comes to crypto are going to say things along the lines of, how much Elon Musk is a genius, and you're going to go, I really don't want to listen to this guy because if he thinks Elon Musk is a genius, then he may not have it all together. Well, he may not have it all together because somebody else told him that Elon Musk was a genius. But when it comes to crypto, these guys are sharp. I believe they're sharp. But anyway, what else we got going on here? And remember I told you about the Bitcoin not Bitcoin, but they call it altcoin. It's called ADA. Right now, that particular, and I was telling you about the guy because I said he's one of the guys that I really like because his heart's in the right place. It's pure intent, keeps it real. This guy is going to be onboarding almost 50 banks into his ecosystem. There's like 50 banks around the world that want to be part of Cardano. I mean, just like, the banks don't like this crypto stuff because when you pull money out of those banks to put in crypto coins, then you're actually taking away from money that they're loaning out to people to make 17 and 18 and 20 and 30% on. So they're not real happy about this crypto. But at the same time, they know it's not something they can control, and the politicians aren't going to be able to control it that well either. They'll control it enough to slow it down, but they're not going to be able to control it enough to destroy it. Like I said, there's only one thing that can destroy crypto, and that's for the internet to go down. And even then, everything that you've got, and I'll tell you a little funny story that I heard yesterday. Everything that you've got, if it's stored in some digital space, the internet comes out, that stuff will come back too. There was a guy who had actually moved some crypto from one platform to another, and the blockchain that he was using didn't support. He was trying to move it to a stable coin, I believe, like USDC, which basically is just based on the dollar. But he was trying to move some money to a stable coin, and it literally just kind of disappeared on him. Well, 6 or 7 months later, what he had actually done is that the blockchain he was using didn't support USDC, but it supported another stable coin called Tether. And when this particular company this particular coin that he was using, or platform that he was using, put Tether on their platform, that money that he had put in the blockchain 6 or 7 or 8 months before, that he thought was totally gone, when this particular blockchain added Tether to their ecosystem, his money popped up just like that. That's one of the reasons why I believe in cryptocurrency. And I believe no matter if it goes totally down, that somewhere, see, you can never destroy energy. That's one reason why we have a soul. Because when we die, that energy is still there. It lives forever. Digital currency will live forever. I hope you like my little bit. I will try to do a little bit every day for you. It's sometimes it's hard for me to get in the right mood because of everything that's going on around the world. And when I make these videos, I want to be upbeat. I want you guys to get something from it. I don't want you to just hear the venom that I feel inside for some other things that are going on. But like I said, if you haven't even thought about becoming part of crypto, I suggest that you do. Because that is the wave of the future. If you don't want to watch all your assets just totally disappear due to inflation and the government printing money, I suggest you look into it. Now, I'm not telling you what to do, and I'm not even going to tell you what to invest in. Like I said, I am not a financial advisor. That's my brother. But as a person who loves everybody out there as human beings, I want the best for you. I want the best for your family. I want the best for this country. I want the best for the people of the world. And if it means that some of these geniuses have put together something that the lowliest person in the middle of Nigeria, living in a mud hut, can have access to the same thing that the richest people in the world have access to, then I think that's a good thing. But anyway, this has been the Crypto Trucker. I hope you have enjoyed this. And I'm like they say in Mexico. Of course, maybe not like they say in Mexico. Let's see. Like they say in Crypto Land. Hodl up, brothers.